Dr. Bonds had some strong opinions on a few things, man. But what stood out to me, obviously, because I'm in this realm now as well. He has some opinions on band event organizers, okay, and promoters. I guess you can call them promoters, organizers, whatever. And I'll save the extended diatribe, for another podcast. I'm sure this will be something I'll speak on in the future. But to keep it brief, I think the main issue Dr. Bonds had, or his complaint, was that, marching bands or HBCU bands, they participate in Battle of Bands and only get paid a small portion of what's the profit that was made on that event. Saying that they performed, they did, they brought people to their feet, which they do. Bands bring the energy. They bring the energy to the events, man. But the one thing that I would say on that is, it's all risk and reward is always going to be relative. Okay, the reward is always going to be based on the level of risk involved in anything, any business transaction, any business venture, whatever amount of risk you hit the stock market right now, and you risk $1,000 on a company that has no track record, or they have they're in a very volatile situation right now, but you risk that money on it because you feel like they're going to have a turnaround and you're going to get a bigger profit on it, versus putting something somewhere safe, knowing that you may not lose the money, but you won't. You're going to have minimal gains on that. Minimal earnings on it. So, forgive my dog down there barking, but funding and coordination of an event, man, it costs, bro. And I mean, not just money up front, it's money in the back end, but to set up. All right, where was I? Funding and coordinating an event, man. You got hundreds of thousands of dollars riding on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I can say that because I threw an event in 2019, and I know the amount of money that was due up front that was unrecoupable if things didn't go as planned. All right. When the level of risk is equal, then so should the reward. Okay. So how much upfront money is at risk by all parties? When you're talking about band versus promoter, how much money is upfront, is put up front by both entities, and how much? Most of the time, money isn't being put up by any band programs. It's not. And if it is, somebody educate me on that. But most of the time, the band is paid a retainer to hold their name in that for that event, and then they're paid, once either the day comes or the week of. But there is normally no money put up front by the band program. Okay, so when the risk is all on one party, the argument Doc is making is difficult. It's a difficult one to receive. All right. As far as my event, like I told all the band directors that I deal with, man, we build and we want to grow together. All right. I put my neck on the line for anything that I put my name on it. You know what I'm saying? That's with anything in this culture, man. I put the culture on my back, and I'm gonna continue doing that. You know what I'm saying? So to advance this culture, man, I'm gonna do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? To improve the stance of HBCU band culture and music in America, man. That's just what I do. But I just want to make sure I touched on that, and I'll touch on it more in a future episode. If I probably will. I think I might do that, man. I feel like this needs more dialogue, more discussion. But I just want to make sure that was my thoughts on that, man. And Doc Bonds, he has his own opinion. You know what I'm saying? He has strong opinions most of the time, and I appreciate him for that, man. So.
Gotta take it in stride. Keep on living your life. It's a hell of a ride. Don't get caught up wasting your time. We on limited time. The seconds and minutes decline. Don't stop and rewind. Just keep that in mind. Gotta take it in stride. Keep on living your life. It's a hell of a ride. Don't get caught up wasting your time. We on limited time. The seconds and minutes decline. Don't stop and rewind. Don't stop and rewind. I just wanna be heard. This is more than just words.